Go on then. I'll let you. I'm kind like that.
You're all hot. You're
I am.
stunning, really.
Really, really lovely, I am.
Yeah. Right, we're on.
Hey, going live on a Thursday evening.
Yeah.
And is everybody hunky-dory today?
Well, I am.
Excellent.
Coco's under one of my legs,
Okay.
periodically wagging her tail very loudly, so you might hear it every now and then.
So she's in a good mood then.
Yeah, she's in a great mood.
Have you been feeding her gammon again or something?
They've just had, and Jake described it very, very scintillatingly as,
Go for it.
pause up anyone that wants stinky, mangy, out-of-date sausage that I forgot was in the fridge.
I'm glad you didn't say that too loud, because Arthur would have had his paws up at that.
Well, there was a veritable stampede towards the kitchen.
I'm not surprised.
Which, given that it's laminate flooring of a sort, was kind of slippy, slidey, and a bit Laurel and Hardy-ish as they fell over their own feet to get to him. And then he'd cut this tube of Polish sausage into 4 sort of longer tubes, maybe about this long.
Yeah.
About 1.5 inches thick, these sort of triangle. But honestly, gone in seconds, didn't touch the sides. Don't know that they even tasted it. It did look rather sad and grey compared to the red kind of meatiness it was a couple of weeks ago.
You know, the only thing you could have added to that for them to improve it was some really stinky cheese.
Or possibly a bit of rotting fish.
Yeah, really, really bad fermented fish.
Yeah, but these two would have rolled in that and then ate the sausage.
And then sniffed each other for the rest of the day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then wandered over here and rubbed that all over the lower part of my jeans so that when I go to Aldi in the morning, I smell like a monkey dustbin.
Because you have to smell like part of their pack.
Yeah, their pack needs deodorant and nicer smelling coats. That just,
Have you seen the advert on the telly? There's an advert on the telly at the minute that starts, are you looking for a was it a vegan or I think it says vegan deodorant that works or something.
Oh, good grief.
Oh, it makes me laugh every time. And I answer, I say, no, I'm not.
Well, I'm not either. I mean,
Well,
I've got deodorant. Well, I've got antiperspirant actually. I don't have deodorant because I think if I've got to go somewhere and be there for any length of time, I want something that's going to stop me sweating like a monkey heap, as opposed to something that will just vaguely mask it and then merge with the odour and make me smell worse.
Yeah, and everyone will be looking at you. I mean, luckily, 2 meters at the moment, so we're all right. It's not too bad. You forget to clean your teeth when you go out in the morning, and if anybody gets close enough to smell, they're in the wrong space, really, aren't they? But
well, yeah, and tough luck, really, because there couldn't be anywhere where they can smell your breath.
Perhaps that's the way forward. If people aren't keeping their 2 meters distance, we should all stop cleaning our teeth until we get back in. And then they won't come near us.
I must admit, I'm having to set an alarm for mine in the morning to remind me to brush my teeth because it's a different morning routine. Go to bed at night, no problem. Into the bathroom, teeth brushed, gargle with mouthwash, floss, gargle again, no problem at all. But I don't know. It's because
you're not getting up and going out, are you? Like in the mornings, 4 days a week I'd be going to work. 1 day a week I'd be going to see my mother-in-law. And then the other 2 at the weekend, I'd be going out for a run with my friends. So you get up, you clean your teeth because you're going out, you're going to be seeing people. But if you get busy in the house doing things, don't you? And the other thing that I've been forgetting is I take my pills in the morning. So it's a good job my husband's not been home, because I think I've missed half of this month. And I only remember to take my bladder pills because I'm having trouble getting to the toilet on time. You know. So I don't have a good bladder at the best of times. You know what I'm like? I'm like, can we get off? Can we get off? We've been on an hour. I need a wee. I need a wee. And I'm forgetting to take my pills, and I'm thinking, what's the problem? Why? That's why.
Yeah, I mean, I've got my contraceptive on my packet is there.
Yeah.
And I missed 3 last week and 2 the week before. I mean,
you wouldn't normally do that, would you? You'd normally remember to take it every single day.
Yeah, I mean, I think, to be fair, Donald Trump's got more chance of getting pregnant than I have, because I haven't actually got any contact with anybody who could make me pregnant.
Yes, but it's against the law, Loraine, because you 2 don't live in the same house. Therefore, you're not allowed to have sex.
So we're not allowed to have sex, and of course we are not married. So yeah, it's not happening, is it?
If I hear of anything, I'm reporting you. I'm sorry. Got to abide the rules. And technically, even though I'm married to my husband, I don't live in the same house as him.
Well, no. I mean, if Mike should turn up with a stonking great one, you'll probably hear me anyway. Everyone will hear me. Because I'll be so stunned.
I'll be shouting, get that away from me!
Did it always look like that? Put it away.
They're ugly things.
Put a hat on it or something.
On that note, I think I might have a drink. I haven't even started yet.
Well, I haven't got an adult beverage because I'm trying to be a bit more careful on the sins and the calories.
Yeah.
So I have lukewarm tea. Yeah.
Did you not? I thought you were going to get yourself a fresh tea.
Well, I kind of did, but then...
Oh, right.
Well, I got as far as boiling the kettle, and then I had to do something else.
I have a glass of water, but I do have the Horologist, which is a Sauvignon Blanc. Okay. It was on offer in Morrison's, and I thought it'd be rude not to. So, cheers.
Cheers. Is it nice?
So, yeah, that is nice, actually. It's nicer than the one I got last time, a couple of weeks back.
Oh, right. Very good.
Bonus.
Well, we said that we would be, we discussed, didn't we, chatting about, oh, hey, Yvonne, lovely to see you.
Hello. Oh, and Helen.
Oh, hi, Helen. How are you doing? We would chat about summer tops.
Yes.
Which was our sort of main topic, wasn't it? And then I wanted to highlight a few resources after our conversation. We wanted to do something to promote BIPOC designers and creators. So I found a Ravelry bundle that has BIPOC designers, which has been produced from another list, which is on, I don't know if you've heard of Jeanette Sloan. She sometimes puts patterns into Knit Now, British knitwear designer. Lovely lady, very nice lady. But last year or the year before, she started putting a list on her blog of BIPOC designers, creators and artists. So I've got the link for that as well if anybody's interested. And I thought we could just have a look at a few things and
that'd be
have a bit of a chat around it, as well as talk about summer knitting, and if anybody's got any suggestions for sort of summer tops or lightweight cardies, or you know, the ubiquitous bolero for those of us with muscular arms.
I like a bolero.
You know, that just like a little bit of something over our shoulders and upper arms. Yeah,
and especially for the evening. And I may have accidentally put a cardigan in my basket. I haven't actually checked it out yet, but I will be.
Yeah, it's one of those things, isn't it? It's this new invention that Ravelry have, and Cassidy absolutely denies that it's happened, but he's lying.
Yeah.
We think it's called autocart.
Yeah.
And it's when you obsess about something enough that it falls into the basket and completely bypasses you, goes to PayPal, and you've just bought it.
Yeah. And I think he's got something to do with the buying of the yarn to go with it as well.
Oh, that was sneaky of him, wasn't it? We'll have to have a word. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
And
deep.
you know, certain times a year, unfortunately, he puts this I don't know what you want to call it, a feature into overdrive, and you end up with so many patterns. Generally before Christmas.
Yeah, it's usually around about the gift along.
Yeah.
And my sort of running theory, I don't know if Yvonne and Helen would agree, is that what's happening is that we overwhelm Ravelry with all our knitting and crochet and crafting and chat.
Yeah.
The cat is just totally overwhelmed and just surrenders, and it has no idea who's buying what and just lets any old thing through. And I think that's how we end up with all of that stuff. I do think it's a software fault.
I think so. Yeah.
At least that's my story of my cat.
Yeah. Mine too.
Assuming I don't just tell him it's my money and it's none of your business.
I think there's something wrong with my PayPal as well, because as soon as I get some money in it, patterns start appearing in my Ravelry library.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that could be PayPal.
There's like a link in there.
Yeah, there's like a double whammy going on there, isn't there?
Yeah.
That's a bit odd. I did get a digital pattern that wasn't on Ravelry.
Oh.
So I printed it out. Can you see that?
Oh, a Stylecraft one.
It is a Stylecraft one. It's 9754 and it's size 32 to 34 up to 48 to 50 inch bust. And it's made with their new yarn, which is called Naturals Bamboo and Cotton. It sort of caught my attention because I like the front of it, which I'll talk about in a moment. But then I thought, oh, bamboo cotton, Yvonne.
Yeah.
Yarn. One of my friends, Pat, has a Stylecraft stall in the market, and she says the yarn is absolutely delicious. And I said, are you going to get any in stock? And she said, I don't order it because the majority of my customers are little old ladies and they just buy acrylic, and if I get anything expensive I get left with it. But she said, if you want any in any of the colours, tell me and I'll order it. So zoom in again.
I do like that.
I like this on the front.
Yeah. I like that.
The little ties.
Yeah.
You would.
I like the cardi version.
Yeah, and the cardigan version is very pretty. It's got the same pattern on it. Can I zoom in? And
yeah, zoom in, zoom in. Yeah. Oh, that's lovely.
Pattern.
Nice and airy.
Very simple pattern. Nice and airy. I'll see if I can get my act together and do a close-up on the cardigan, but it's exactly the same stitch pattern on the cardigan.
Yeah.
I think the back may be plain. I'd have to check.
Okay.
In the details of the pattern, but I like the elbow length sleeve. I like the longer sleeve of the cardigan. I think I would want to make this as a set.
Twin set.
Yeah, not necessarily even in the same colours. I think maybe a limey colour and a coral for the cardigan, because I think they'd work really well together, and I like the way they're playing on the page.
Yeah.
But this particular one, I liked the fact that the neckline was plain, so you didn't have to worry about all of the decreases sticking to pattern and remembering to get all of that right. So even a novice to lace could do that. The sleeves are very plain, just with garter bands. So again, that is pretty quick. It's made in pieces and seamed, and the fronts you start with the ties and then work up to the bottom border.
Yeah.
And then join.
And I should imagine that you can just do any size, that you could just have a little cap sleeve if you wanted.
You could do a cap sleeve if you wanted. You could do a full length sleeve and just do the cardigan sleeve.
Yeah, on the little sweater thing. Yeah.
Quite nicely for a sweater. And you could make the body a little bit longer or a bit shorter. But what I like about this is you would think that kind of fastening would add bulk around the belly edge, the sort of sunken bust area.
I think it would just hide.
But actually, it very nicely hides any curve. You do have to be careful about the body length though, to make sure that it nicely tucks around rather than sit sort of smack in the middle of any bumpage.
Yeah, that's not good. Is it straight or has it got a little waist? Has it got a schematic?
There's no schematic.
Rude.
There's no waist shaping at all. It starts you off in the lace pattern, continuing pattern until back measures, blah de blah. That's for the cardigan. I think the back is the same for both.
Yeah.
And it's just the front that differs, obviously, because the cardigan is a V and the...
So I'm assuming it's all separate pieces, so you do the back and then the front. It's not...
but it wouldn't be hard to actually
no
make it all in more or less one piece. You could do it seamlessly.
It's nice, like we've talked about the seams with the structure and everything before, haven't we? So
yeah, and I don't know if you can see from this, but I don't know how close I can get in and you can still focus. But it's quite a loose knit. It's done on 4mm needles, so it looks like it might be quite a fine DK. Okay. And being bamboo and cotton's not very giving. It does kind of grow a little bit while you wear it, but bamboo has got good stretch, so I think it's going to be quite a forgiving and fluid garment.
I've never used anything like that.
Bamboo is lovely on the hand while you knit it. Yvonne will be able to speak more about
so that. Where did you get that pattern from? Was that direct off their website?
No, this was online with Black Sheep Wools, and you have to look for the digital pattern. She's out of stock of the printed ones, but a lot of these, £2.75, I think.
That's not bad for a pattern, is it?
Yeah, I mean, it's limited sizes, and the instructions are pretty vague. And I think there's a lot of reverse shapings to match the shorthand of the pattern to keep it short, which I understand. That's their style. That's the way they do things.
It's a little bit frustrating especially a beginner knitter. It's like, how do I reverse that? I did have a friend once who I actually had to sit down and write out a full half of a pattern for her, line by line, because she just didn't understand what she was doing.
Yvonne's got a fruit infusion tea because she's not really drank enough today.
What fruit? Please tell us what fruit, Yvonne.
Oh, yeah.
Because it could be anything.
What's Helen got? Have you got a bacon butty, Helen? I'm just asking because, she's got some weight back on, having been poorly, and they were stuffing her with bacon butties in hospital.
What about jelly and ice cream? Didn't she say she was having that or something? I like jelly and ice cream.
I had jelly yesterday.
I love jelly. I had a jelly yesterday, blackcurrant.
We didn't have any ice cream though. We're going shopping in the morning. I think Jake wants to go to Barrow, so we'll probably go to the regular Aldi. But the new Aldi, 2 or 3 miles from my house, has opened, and everyone I know that's been says it's really great. It's not as big as the other one, but they've said it's very good. And my parents still haven't been. I was hoping my mother might brave it today and report back,
but she hasn't.
Well, she wanted to go to Morrison's for the bread and the fish counter. She likes the fish from Morrison's.
I'm sorry, I am a Morrison's girl. And I find, because out of all the supermarkets around near me, the Tesco's is too big. I don't like a supermarket that's too big, because you spend hours wandering around looking for what it is you want and come out with 20 million things that you didn't want. I'd rather have a smaller supermarket that just does what I need, personally. But
I'd rather someone else just
there is that. I used to get it delivered.
And somebody rang me today to complain about something, and I passed it on to the relevant person because it's nothing to do with me. But she did make me laugh because she said, "Do you know, I haven't even packed away the shopping that got delivered yesterday." And I'm sort of stood there on the phone thinking, I hope there wasn't milk and cheese and frozen stuff in with that shopping. I hope it was like washing powder week, where you have all the big, heavy, pig awkward stuff.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's what she was having delivered, because otherwise it's all going to be manking in a carrier bag.
Bless. So shall I show you what's fallen in my cart?
Yeah, let us see.
Right, let's have a look. Share screen. Share screen.
Oh, my green screen thing arrived. I thought I might have fun with that next week. Put the green screen up in front of the dresser and swap it for different.
And see where we are. We could be in anywhere. There we go. Can you see that?
Oh, I've got that in my cart.
Have you?
Yes.
I absolutely love it. And it's got 20% off until the 16th. I saw it on
that's Jake's birthday.
Oh, it's Caitlin's on Monday. So I saw it on Instagram and I thought that is it's so me just to chuck on over the top of something when you get a bit chilly at night.
I love the colour she's chosen, and it's very similar to the colours in that sort of ditzy floral on her dress.
Yeah, definitely.
Really nicely styled. And for me, it would make me look a bit narrow-shouldered. It's the sort of thing I would wear around the house.
You can just slip it on, can't you? I mean, look at that. Look at all that expanse of stocking stitch.
Well, and she's quick. It picks a yarn with a little bit of interest. You see, it looks a little bit textured, even though it isn't.
But that is just my
so that the yarn does the work. Yeah, I really, really like that one. I did wonder if that's the one you'd have chosen.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? So so I shall be buying that and making it. And it says it's a DK, so I have got quite a bit of DK in my stash.
All right.
Hang on. Am I back? I'm back, I think. So yeah, I think I'm gonna get that. Go for a nice neutral colour. I'm thinking of a grey for me. I think I look quite good in a grey cardigan, and it goes with all sorts of things.
Grey would be good for you. I'd want a beigey colour or a camel, or a khaki, or something like this with a mild kind of colour.
That's nice. It's nice.
I like that it looks textured, but it's not.
So have you got any others there that you were going to share with us?
Well, I've got tons actually. I've picked out a number of bundles and stuff, so I'll just do my.
Oh, Yvonne's asking the name of the cardigan. It was the Stepping Stones cardigan by what was her name? Hang on, let me just look. Rebecca Mackenzie. The Stepping Stones cardigan. Should I put a link in?
Put a link. That'd be good.
Yeah.
Right. Can you see that now?
Hang on. Let me come back. Yeah, I can see that.
Right. Okay. So you'll see I've just done a search in my favourites, of which there are nearly 30,000. We're not going there.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. And just search for summer. So there's various bundles that other people have done, and then there's things that I've saved myself. And there were a few that were sort of note.
Right.
Can you see this one? Susaru, I think. Georgie Locatelli.
Susaru.
Susaru.
Sounds like a song.
It's not technically a summery top. I wanted to pick this one because we've got an ethnic model.
It's beautiful.
It's absolutely stunning, and I love the fact that this is a person with a disability in a wheelchair and someone from the Black community.
Yeah.
And for me, I nearly cried when I saw this issue, because to see a disabled person properly represented and looking utterly stunning. She's beautiful. She's absolutely gorgeous. But the sweater, I thought, would be suitable for summer, because you know how we don't always get the warmest of summers in the north.
Well, yeah.
And we do sometimes get weeks where you need a jumper. But this is just very lightweight yarn, and then you've got a light mohair or something. And I think you could go with a lightweight merino. You don't necessarily have to have mohair, but I liked that. And this whole particular issue, which is spring 2020, was just filled with absolute beauties. And I love the fact that there's always somebody of sort of a bit more curvaceous.
Yeah.
There are always ethnic models, and I just absolutely have to shout out for them on that. I quite like this one. It's called the Tulpa or Tulpi top by Lisa Hannes, Maliha Designs. Let me just bring that one up. I thought that was a really simple but pretty detail, and it's a boat neck. I mean, how easy can that be?
Yeah.
You can do it. You could do it seamed. I don't know whether she's done it as knitted in the round or seamed, but you could knit it flat, and then you've only a little bit of joining to do at the shoulders, which you could do with the 3-needle cast off if you don't like the seaming. There's a variety of projects that she's chosen to highlight. I love that summery sort of azure blue.
Yeah.
And I thought you might like this one, sort of green and brown mix, a bit like verdigris.
Which one? Where?
Can you see that now?
I've got the list. I've still got the list there.
Oh, hang on. Are you seeing the tulpa top?
I can see the tulpa top, the Indoorsy tunic, the stepping stones cardigan.
You can see a list.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So I need to stop doing that, and then share screen, application window, Chrome tab, Tulpa top. Okay, so you see that one now?
Yeah. Oh, that is gorgeous.
Very, very simple boat neck.
Oh, yeah, I'd love
just
to
go out of order, so it's either knitted in 1 or 2 pieces. I haven't read the detail, but really simple. And can you see that with the azure blue?
Yeah.
I think that's really pretty. And this one, I just love that green and the subtle browns.
Where's the greens? Oh, yeah, that's beautiful. Oh, that is a lovely colour.
I've got a lovely pink one there.
Pink's not my colour, but it's nice.
And I quite like that green.
It definitely is nice in all colours, that one. Go with perfect for with a pair of cropped jeans.
Yeah, so drop sleeve in the round, 1 piece oversized.
I like
seamless.
That. We need the link for
Top
that.
down, worked flat.
That one might end up in my basket if somebody puts the link in the comments as well.
Right, bear with me, I'll have to. Got my keyboard at a funny angle. Right, okay, so that's the link to that one.
Cool.
I'm going to stop sharing that one. Now, what else? I thought this was quite a nice one. It's called the Indoorsy Tunic. I'm going to share screen on that one now. Looks like I'll have to do them individually.
Yeah, it doesn't want you to do all sorts, does it?
Yeah, I wouldn't wear this because I don't wear anything that's kind of super baggy. I'm big enough and baggy enough without adding bulk.
But you could go for a smaller size, couldn't you?
I would make this in a smaller size to be more fitted and less unique-y. But I like the details on the sleeve.
Are those sleeves crocheted?
No, it's knitted.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a simple sort of knitted travelling eyelets almost. Very simple raglan. Somebody's done it in grey, just to you.
I do like it. I think for me, I would personally rather have the shorter sleeves because those big wide sleeves would annoy me after a while. They look gorgeous. Don't get me wrong, they are absolutely gorgeous, but just for my own practical doing stuff, they would annoy me. So I would go with the shorter sleeve.
Yeah, I think for me, I'd need to make a smaller size, probably a touch shorter and slimmer sleeve, because otherwise I'd be wrapped around every one of the curly, stupid door handles in this house.
Those, but that length would be good to wear with leggings rather than jeans. because it's slightly longer. You can cover your bum, because I'm not being funny. I can't stand it when girls wear leggings and you can see your knickers through them. They're leggings, they're not tights, ladies. Please.
Well, yeah, and just, you know, knicker lines.
Oh, now that one. Yeah. Perfect.
I cannot say enough about the photography on this.
It's gorgeous.
She's absolutely stunning. The colours are amazing on her.
Is it wrong that I'm getting quite interested in the flowers that she stood next to?
It's beautifully styled and shows off really nicely the detail on the yoke.
Can you reverse stockinette? The greeny coloured one.
Yeah, I'll do that now.
Now, to me, that colour is perfect for her.
Yeah.
I love that on her.
Absolutely stunning, isn't it? She's got very cool skin.
Look at that bone structure.
I know. Gorgeous. Absolutely stunning.
I am so jealous of those cheekbones.
But I thought that was a lovely one.
I love that one. We need a link for that one. I definitely love that one.
Okay.
What's that? Fingering four-ply. Just trying to think. Do you know, unfortunately, there's going to be a lot of knitting going on in my house soon, because I love those.
Right.
Have I got enough money in my PayPal? Because I'm going to be skint after tonight, I think.
I'm going to open a couple more. To excuse the awkwardness of doing this. We did look at this last week.
It still looks like one.
Yeah, and I have to tell you, Emma knows, but Helen and Yvonne won't. But Alicia Plummer actually messaged me after last week in absolute hysterics that I was talking about her boobage. And said that she'd really love the fact that we've been highlighting her design. So what a compliment that is.
And the fact that she's
really lovely. Taking the time to get in touch. And I'm a big fangirl where it comes to Alicia. I think she's lovely. But again, we talked about this one last week about the pretty details. And I would put the pattern on the sleeves and maybe have an elbow length sleeve. But I like the V-neck and just the sort of the casual nature of this one. It would be really easy to dress up or down, I think.
I love it. I really need that one in my library.
So,
what weight was that one?
Sorry?
What weight?
Sport.
Oh yeah, we had this discussion.
20 stitches, 28 rows. I will put the link in. So that's it. Yeah, 20 stitches, so you probably get this with sport or DK. Right, next one, a crochet one. This is called Pressing Herb's Top. Now, do you know when we looked at Alicia's sweater and there was a lady who'd done a test knit in a light bluey sort of turquoisey colour?
Yes.
And it was beautifully styled. This is the lady.
Oh, wow.
This is Amanda, and this is one of her designs. Very basic crochet tee with some nice vertical lines, bit of texturing going on. I think this is Tunisian. Yvonne will correct me if I'm wrong.
It looks very much like knitting, doesn't it?
Yeah, very much so. But lots of pretty details, but again, very simple. And I think it works really well. She's not gone oversized. She's gone with a fit that sort of hugs and skims her curves. And I think it works well. It doesn't make her look bigger. The sleeve length is about right. And it looks really good on her arm. I think the colour on her is fantastic. And that brick background is just...
Because it goes with that t-shirt colour, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I love the neckline on that one. What weight's that one? That's a DK.
That's a DK. She's used Fibre Company Luma, which is 50% merino, 25% cotton, 15% linen, and 10% silk. So that's going to be quite luxurious. The the cotton and the merino are going to have a little bit of give, and the linen, of course, will grow. But the silk tends to not have a great deal of memory, which
right,
is
okay.
why it's kind of reduced a bit in this yarn, but it does have a really nice sheen to it.
I think a lot of people are turning against silk because of the way that they farm it.
Very possibly, yeah. Let's get ready.
I didn't realise, but apparently it involves cooking them in boiling water or something, apparently.
Oh yeah, it's totally...
I thought they just hung them on trees and let them do their thing. I'm so naive.
Yvonne says it doesn't look like traditional crochet, so she thinks I'm right, and it probably is Tunisian. I think it is Tunisian, but again, I'll check. So this is the lady that was wearing the becoming sweater. Next one to look at is called Summer Sorrel, and it's another one of the ones that we've just seen with that gorgeous lady in the pink and the green top. It's the same design. I love that she'd done kind of a fade with this.
I want that yarn. What is that yarn? That is gorgeous.
It's Tanis Fibre Arts 8-ply twist. There's a colour called Hummingbird. Oh, what have I got on the brain? Tanis Fibre Arts Pure Wash Fingering Crystal.
Yeah.
Purple label cashmere sock in aquarelle, and red label cash silk single in atlas.
You would actually bought that in a kit rather than put those together herself, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's completely stunning, and these colours on her are fantastic,
and the fit is just right on her as well. Like we
it's not too big. It nicely skims.
I mean, look at that. That is so flattering.
Yeah, for me, just a touch, I'd have narrowed the neckline ever so slightly with a row of garter in very small needles, or a little single crochet or something just to tuck it up a touch, because if this is super wash it might grow a little, but I think she looks fabulous.
She does, and you can tell she feels good in it as well. Look at that smile on her face. She's glowing.
Yeah. Absolutely stunning. So I know we've looked at the same design again, but I couldn't resist showing you this particular one. Does anybody want the link for that project, or are you okay with that?
No, we can find that, can't we, from the pattern page?
All right. So Yvonne says it's definitely Tunisian, that one. Right.
Does anybody do Tunisian? I've not done it.
I think Samantha Stitches was learning it. Right, so our next one is a sweater called Danes by Bristol Ivy. So let me find that one. I've chosen a project rather than the designer's own. It's a colour called Back Bay from Quince & Co. The yarn is Turn, I think. Very simple lace design.
Yeah.
Very little bit of fancy shaping on the shoulders with the garter.
Yeah, and she's got a garter neckband, which I love.
Yeah, very, very simple. Garter on the sleeve, plain sleeves.
Gorgeous.
I just think that is so pretty.
Absolutely gorgeous. That would become a staple in your wardrobe, wouldn't it?
And that is a beautiful fit on her.
Yeah.
Absolutely stunning. And then if I go to the pattern itself, on here, on this lady, obviously it's oversized.
Oh yeah, and she's got it riding up at the front.
Yeah. So
I like that. I don't like it on me. I don't think it suits me, but it looks good on her.
It does, but she's got a very, very sort of slim, not a big bust, so the lines aren't really interrupted by curves.
It's got a nice drop shoulder, nice and easy.
Yeah, I just think very, very pretty, very simple. Really like the shoulder line and that shaping with the short rows. I'm assuming that's worked.
That looks like a really good beginner one, you know, if you're to doing a lot of lace and stuff. Oh, let's have a look at the pregnant lady.
Yeah, I thought this was worth a sneaky look.
Oh, that is just gorgeous like that, isn't it? And she looks like she's extended the arm a bit.
Yeah, slightly longer on the sleeves, or she's gone up on size and the sleeves dropped a bit further on the arm because the shoulders are wider, possibly. But you can see that there's enough width in there. It will skim nicely over that baby bump.
It's gorgeous.
And as she gets her figure back afterwards, after baby arrives, you know that that's going to be a sweater that she loves to wear. And that delicate sort of blushy pink, almost peachy colour on her is just stunning.
Gorgeous.
Lovely. Save that in favourites.
Yeah, I love that.
Right, so start with that one. And next on the list, so we could be here a while.
Fine. We're going anywhere. I've got a full bottle of wine to get through. It's
because I've got a massive list. Now, I really like Anne Hansen. She often has patterns on offer. There's one in my cart at the moment that I'll be buying tomorrow because
I can see you've got a thing in your cart.
Very, very pretty, simple, sleeveless top. Same design front and back, little bit. I don't know that I'd want the faffy sort of hem.
Right.
Having a larger lower body, it's a bit like underlining a big nose with
it's like, look here, look here.
Yeah, I don't need that. So I'd have a plain lower body. But I do like the simple effect of the lace, and she's very, very good.
I do like that neckline. It kind of has got a little scallopy thing going on.
Yeah, so this is the one that's in my cart at the moment. One of lots of others.
Oh, look at that.
Senses, so well.
I love it. That's kind of a yoke, though. Yokes don't suit me.
I think it might. I think it's a case of if it was deeply patterned over a big bust.
Right.
It would be over the top, but that would be quite high up compared
to because it stops higher.
Yeah.
It just every yoke I've ever tried on, it just draws attention to my boobs and makes me look like a really top heavy, and it's just not right.
Yeah, but anyway, I love that. Can
I see the bottom bit? Is there a photo of the bottom? Oh yeah, I like that.
Nice simple design. It's not over the top.
Look at all that stocking.
Yeah, very, very simple. It's on offer at €350 at the moment. It's fingering yarn. The gauge or tension is 24 stitches, 32 to 34 rounds is stockinette. So I would probably need to use a 3.75mm needle for that, but she doesn't say on this page what the needle size is.
Right, okay.
But I do like hers, and I've got some of her cardigans. She has a lot of summer tops and very sort of pretty delicate kind of designs. If I scroll through something like this, I know she says Winter Blooming is the name.
Yeah.
But that actually in a lightweight yarn, it's a sport weight, would be alright for a summer evening.
Definitely.
And very, very pretty sort of angled design and round onto the back. So that would be quite minimizing on a big bust because there isn't a lot of detail around the boobage.
I tend to wear my cardigans undone around the neck anyway. I wouldn't do mine up to the top like that. Even if it's got the buttons and that, I would just leave it open. But it's lovely. I really like that one.
Yeah. Did we want the link for the little top?
Yeah.
Let's
give us all the links.
And it's called Biscuit.
Biscuit. I want a biscuit. So does anybody have a favourite out of those? It'd be interesting to hear what people like. I definitely, I'm going to get my cardie that I've got in my cart at the minute. What did I say it was called? what's that cardigan called?
Stepping Stones.
Stepping Stones, that's it. I'm definitely going to get that. And I really want the Alicia, what was
Fable.
her? Who? Fable.
Fable.
Yeah, I definitely want that one. And the other one, the one that was in the pink and then it was in the green. What was that one called?
Sorrel.
Yeah. See, I'm skint already.
Right, so next one. Now I do follow this lady because of her styling of her knits, and I'll show you some more in a moment. This pattern is Summer by Anchor Strip.
Summertime.
But look at the way she styled it with that beautiful shawl. And the garment itself, for me, is not the most flattering of shapes. But I love the fact that it's the khaki, it's slightly muted. I love the way she styled the shawl with it. Just very chic for a really simple garment that would work for summer.
I feel layering personally as well.
Yeah, it'd be lovely with a lighter sort of long sleeve tee,
yeah,
or shirt or something like that to kind of dress it up a bit. Very pretty. But I'll quickly look through some of her projects and you can just see from this how beautifully she styles and lays out everything. I kind of want her to come and do all my product and project photography, layouts and everything else, because it's all so beautifully done.
Yeah, she obviously takes her time over some of those.
Yeah, and something like this, which kind of a little bit off topic, but taking a little bit to load. There we are. Just again,
a container or something there.
It must be. Yeah,
that's brilliant.
But yeah, very, very clever. I'm going to go back again now. Again, so yeah, I do tend to kind of follow whatever she does in terms of her styling, but this is the original.
I like that one
by Anchor Strip. It's very, very simple. People have made them larger and looser. Some people have made them tighter fit.
That is another wardrobe staple, isn't it? You would chuck that on with some jeans, or I tell you what it'd look lovely with is a pair of cargo pants.
Yeah, I mean it's in a set with this, which is one by Chris Berlin.
Yeah,
who often does collections with sort of do you call it a wrap cardigan or a waterfall? Waterfall perhaps.
Yeah, I would have said waterfall maybe.
And I can imagine those two actually going really well together.
Yeah, perfect.
They both use the same yarn. But I think this one from Anchor is, again, her designs tend to be kind of clean and minimal. Do you want me to put the link for that one?
Yeah, that one would be good.
Okay.
Helen said that wants her to makes her want to delete all her projects.
Yeah, I kind of feel a bit like that. It does give you a bit of imposter syndrome, doesn't
it? Love it.
Oh, hello, Rita. Just joining now. Says she agrees about the styling of the pattern pages and appreciates especially that the shawls are shown so that you can see the shape. And nice to see that you can do that and still have a sort of artistic styling. Absolutely, yeah. I find her stuff so inspiring. Right, next on me list. So, I might have mentioned this the other week because I had actually cast this on.
All right.
I ended up frogging it, and it's not a reflection of the pattern at all. It is a genius pattern. It's called Beyond the Dunes by Jutta von Hintermstein.
Yeah,
She's lovely. I started this in some navy Peyton's linen touch, and then got to the point where I knew I didn't have enough yarn.
Right.
I think, to be honest, I made too big a size, and it was going to look ginormous on me.
Yeah, you don't want that, really.
Yeah, and you can see how big it kind of can be. You know, I mean, she's not a fat lady, but there's a lot of fabric going on there.
There is, yeah.
That worried me that it wouldn't be as flattering. Whereas with
Nice.
that one, where she's made a closer size to her own bust size, I think it's lovely. It's body skimming, really flattering.
All of us ladies have to remember that, you know, sometimes if we go bigger, it's not gonna actually make us look any better. I think sometimes you do need to come in close, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, this lady in particular, I love that colour on her.
It's gorgeous
I
colour.
think it's beautiful. Her skin looks lovely, and her hair and her eyes look nice and bright. Absolutely stunning. But it's the wrong size for me. I'd have gone a size smaller.
Maybe even 2 sizes smaller, actually.
Yeah, very, very possibly. But great pattern.
If she'd have pinched it back behind her and held it in tight, and you'd seen what it looked like in a smaller size, I think she, you know, she would look much taller, apart from anything.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, Rita's asking that the Tunisian crochet pattern is further up the list. It's called Pressing Herbs Top, and she's called Amanda.
Ooh.
The link is in the chat above where you are at the moment.
You do Tunisian then, Rita? Do we know?
I'm going to stop that one and go to the next one. I don't know if you recognise this one. It appealed to me because it's lightweight yarn and it's a nice shape, and it's one of those kind of go-to sweaters at home. This girl's from Yorkshire.
I've never heard of her before. Who is she? Who is she?
She's a bit of an idiot, to be honest.
Yeah, pain in the bum.
But she means well. She's very kind. She means well.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't think
I particularly like the colours that she's used in this one, and the fact that I could make this out of a load of old sock yarns that I've got kicking around and have a lot of fun with the colour. And it would be one of those go-to sweaters that I could just slip on of a summer evening when it's a little bit cool and I don't necessarily want the heating on or anything.
Yeah, like today.
Yeah. So I'll put the link for that one because you won't have heard of this lady.
No.
She's got no fan base.
No, she's just a complete weirdo, that one.
Just a little bit odd. I think she might be. I think she might even be homeless.
Yeah, I think if you engage with her, you'll never get rid. So just try not to, and just move along a little bit. It'll be fine.
Now, Helen, I take issue with this. Helen's saying body skimming on me would be horrible. That's why she frogged and making the next size up. It's down to what you feel comfortable in and what suits you. And I really don't think that you have a horrible body at all. I have met you in person. But if it makes you happier to have the larger size and the ease, then run with it. Rita says she does a bit of Tunisian.
Excellent.
Haven't made garments unless slippers count as a garment. Oh, absolutely.
What don't they go in the feet thingy in the gal?
Oh yeah, probably. Right.
I do everything according to gal categories from now on, you know. My life is ruled by that.
Right, so we've got another one now. This is might be Alicia again, and it's called the Campside Drop. Now I've made the Campside cardigan.
Have a look.
And this is the drop sleeve sweater.
Oh, I love it. Why do I love all of her stuff?
Because it's very simple and elegant.
Look at the colour of that. I want that yarn. What yarn has she got there?
I'll tell you in a moment. But doesn't she look gorgeous?
Radiant.
Look at that smile.
Absolutely radiant.
Honestly, you really go off people.
Do you think somebody's just flashed her? I think somebody got the camera doing like a Mooney or something.
Oh, could have been. Right, so the yarn is Julie Asselin Lizu DK. Does she say the colour?
Because I think that colour would look perfect on me. I mean, what size is that? If Alicia's watching again this week, you know, I'd quite like that sample if she's finished with it. I think it'd be gorgeous on me.
I'm absolutely sure she'd post it to you.
I think she should. Romance.
Size 50.
50 what? Inches? Yeah.
I'm not believing that for a minute.
No. I would have said the 28.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure on that one. But yeah, I just really like it, and I think the people that have made it
I like that one.
That curry coloured one, that's called Jaipur.
That is gorgeous.
That's a 44 that she's wearing. And I think that's a good fit on her.
Definitely.
I'm not convinced it's the perfect colour for her.
I think it'd be the perfect colour for me. I look good in those colours.
Right. Okay, so do you want the next one?
Yeah. I'm loving these. You know I'm going to be broke by the end of tonight, don't you?
Okay, so I'm not even going to try and say this lady's last name because I don't want to massacre it. But needless to say, she's called Jacqueline, and she does a lot of plus size stuff, and she's got a cardigan, I think it's called something like Water Carrier or something like that. But she does all the full bust shaping for different sizes and all of that, and that's why a lot of her patterns are slightly more on the expensive side. I liked this one because of the simplicity, and I like the fact that I would make that longer, but on this lady here, the length is just about perfect to go with her skirt and nicely skim the body.
Okay.
And with this lady, she's got a slimmer waist, and it's lovely that she can kind of crop it and show a bit of flesh.
Ooh.
I think this is the designer. So again, a crop but with layers. So I think it's quite versatile. And I love those trousers.
I can't see it. I can see you, Lorraine.
Oh, can you not see this? Why are you not even sharing this?
No, I'm not sharing it. There we go.
Right, so I'll start again.
Yeah, it's fine.
So you see what I mean about the shorter length, but
yeah,
longer than this lady's where it's more crop.
Yeah.
But it's enough to just cover any sort of curves between the waistline and the boobs.
That'd look lovely on a oval dress.
And with this colour, she's layered it, which I think works really well. And I like the ribbing details on the underside of the sleeve. And then I must show you those trousers because I think she's really rocking them.
Fab. I love the colour. I want those boots.
A lady with the sort of the shorter crop version in a smaller size, so we can see how it looks when it's slightly more fitted.
I think I could rock that.
So water bearer, there you are. I was close, wasn't I?
Yeah.
This has got some brioche going on.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
And how beautifully styled is that? And that colour, just like wow.
I don't know anybody who likes that colour.
No, I don't either. Or grey.
No, don't know anyone who likes grey either.
Yeah.
Grey.
So do you want me to put the links in for those?
Yes, please.
Well, I'll do that one first.
I don't know why I'm squeaking again. I'm sorry.
Well, just stop it.
I'm going to have to find the WD-40. I don't know what I've done with it.
Right, go back to that one. Go back to that one.
Ooh.
But I wanted to show lots of things with different body shapes.
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
Because it's really good to get an idea of kind of what would work for any plus size ladies. I've got a couple of bundles saved that are all summer tops, but we'll go through some of these other ones. This one is called the Bridie Shrug.
Oh,
just for something a little bit different. I think it's an Aran weight yarn. It's another Bristol Ivy, and she's used Sadler pure cotton DK 4mm needles and presumably just made it slightly larger. But it's just basically a glorified rectangle joined to make a bit of a sleeve. So very varied as in terms of fit, and I think the fit on this lady is really lovely.
It's gorgeous. I love that colour.
It's from Kestrel 2016, and I like it in the kind of lilac-y colour that they've used for that one.
Right.
I have got some Rowan bamboo tape.
Ooh.
Put aside for this, and I'm not sure whether it's too cool a lilac that I might not get away with it, so I'll copy that. But again, that's quite a good one because it's suitable for those of us with a bit of lumpage.
And again, it's one to just chuck on over the top of your summer dress of an evening if you're getting a bit chilly.
Oh, Helen says that a bridie is a meat pie. That says it all about my sense of style, Helen.
Love it. I could just go a meat pie right now. Is it any kind of meat pie or a specific kind of meat pie?
I think you possibly get a choice.
Oh, I could just go a chicken pie.
Right, so got another couple. Well, I've got loads. I mean, we could do this forevermore if you're quite happy to, but I thought this was nice. This is another one hinterm Stein. Can you see this sort of
it's got a square in the middle.
Relief pattern? So reverse stockinette and then a stockinette square with a reverse stockinette.
Absolutely superb.
Really, really simple.
Do you know, it reminds me of when the gardener at places like Lord's and stuff have been cutting the grass and they've had a little bit of fun with the direction that they've got the grass going.
Yeah,
love it.
See it better in that lighter blue.
I really like it in that, and also that looks like a different yarn.
Yeah,
it looks like it's got better stitch definition on that one.
Look Yarn's Cool Summer. It's a double knit, 65% silk, hence the sheen.
Yes,
5% linen.
Right, that'll be why.
Yeah, and I mean, it is very beautiful. So I thought you'd like that.
Those sleeves look quite I don't even know what the word is, but you know, like they come round like that, don't they?
Like a dolman.
Yeah, like a mini batwing type thing, I suppose.
Yeah, I wanted to show this. Now it's not a summer colour. She's used black and yellow ochre together, double.
Oh wow!
So I thought that was quite clever the way that she'd done it. And she is or was an autumn. You can see the warmth in her hair, and she's got a peachy lipstick on, which just looks amazing on her. So that's muted that black.
Has that got lines of pattern in it, or is it just the wool?
It has got lines of pattern in it. So
yeah.
I'll show you the design now. It's Isabel Kramer. I'm a big fan of hers.
Yeah.
I have made
love it.
It's meant to be in fingering weight yarn.
Yeah.
I can show you mine, but now if I scroll down, people have used all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, there's literally masses of choice to look at for inspiration, isn't there?
Yeah, so I use drop spell, so I'll be in the 45 of those. So we're looking for purple. Oh, we'll be on
page 2. But there you are. I can see.
There we are.
Yeah.
It's not actually that blue.
I'm pointing at the screen as if you can see me pointing at the screen. It's hilarious. Oh, it's gorgeous.
Oh, slightly out of focus, but the colour in here is actually more representative of the shade.
That looks nice on you, that colour.
I love wearing this top. I wear it a lot. Absolutely love it.
How come I haven't seen you in it then?
I don't know. It's on the bed. I was going to wear it tonight.
I was going to say you should wear it.
I am not wearing it right this second.
It's a gorgeous colour.
If I just do another search for Edie.
Edie. I love the name Edie. You've put Rudy.
Oh, it's because I had my keyboards on a funny angle.
Are you Rudy?
So there's ED2.
Oh, that's a nice colour as well.
Very neutral. It's slightly
like
warmer than it looks, sort of stony colour.
Mm.
Slightly more creamy, but you can see the raised pattern. I don't always add as much detail as she does. I just don't need it in the lower body.
Got a waist in there.
Again, I wear that a lot. Yeah, I really, really wear that a lot.
Did you put the waist in, or does it come on the pattern?
It comes with the option of waist shaping, a standard hourglass waist, an A-line, and a sort of straight up and down.
That's brilliant.
She more or less does that with all of her patterns, where you can do with the waist shaping or not. And I'm planning another one. I've got 4 or 5 colours of drop spell to make another one, because it's just so easy to do. I used a larger needle and just made a smaller size.
What's the fibre for that then, the drop spell?
It's hang on. Let's pick one. I just want the yarn composition. Right, so it's cotton, rayon, and linen or flat.
What's rayon? Is that like an elastic?
Rayon is a synthetic, so kind of posh acrylic.
Right, okay.
Or very old-fashioned acrylic, because rayon was kind of the 50s fabric.
Right.
So
named after Ray.
I didn't put the link for that. Did you want that? But
yeah, we want the link for that.
Okay, I'll grab it in a moment. Just going to my next page. This is another one that I made last year. This is a very pretty summery top. Unusually, it's sleeveless.
Ooh.
You will never see me without a cardigan wearing this.
Would you not even wear it at home with your arms out on your own with no one to see?
Possibly if Jake was away.
Not even with Jake round?
No, I wouldn't inflict that on him.
I like that. I would wear that.
It's probably child cruelty to inflict that kind of thing on your child.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
So let me copy the link and I'll put Edie in a minute.
I like it.
I just think it's got some really nice details.
Yeah.
It's in my projects, and you can see the pink. It's some Debbie Bliss.
Oh yeah.
It's a slightly warmer colour than that. It's called Bubblegum.
Oh.
Very, very interesting knit, the way it's constructed, exceptionally clever, and her stuff is always minimal seaming afterwards. It's just no effort at all. Now, unusually, this next one isn't an Alicia Plummer.
Oh.
It's Melissa Shaswari, who's one of Alicia's best friends.
All right.
We have a Ravelry group together called Plum Dandy. And I picked this particular project of it because I love the fit that this lady's got.
Yeah.
Fit rather than a baggy fit. It skims her curves beautifully.
She can pull those stripes off. They would not look good on me, those stripes, but she.
Oh, but that deeper green next to her face, she's just stunning. Absolutely stunning. So I wanted to show you that. And she's made a size large. And this is Quince and Co. Kestrel, which is the linen flaxy stuff. A lot of people substitute bamboo for it. It's Aran weight, and again, very, very simple, loosely knit.
That is lovely.
Scoop neck. I probably wouldn't go for stripes.
No, I think I would have to. I would maybe go for the top colour, one colour, and then instead of doing those 2 coloured stripes underneath, I'd just go for a separate one and you know, do it there. So a 2-colour project.
I'd have a lighter colour at the top and a darker colour at the bottom.
Yeah.
Just
I don't like you know, sometimes when you get the fade thing, and it's designed to look like they've dipped it in some dye and it's just kind of gone up. I don't like it when it's the darker at the top and the lighter at the bottom. I think it just it messes with my head. It shouldn't be that way round.
Yeah. Now I wanted to show you this next one. I'm probably going to get all the names totally wrong. I apologise in advance for massacring them. Lizardi, I think, is the name of the pattern, and it's Noma Nudlovu. I have no idea if I've got that right, and I apologise.
Oh wow, I love that.
But I thought it was beautiful.
I see the back.
I really like that colour on her. Yeah, we'll have a look at the back.
Oh, it's
very pretty. It's the glorified rectangle thing.
Yeah.
It's used a beautiful stitch pattern and really lovely texture. It looks nice in a black. I can absolutely see someone like Yvonne rocking that in a lovely cool red or a black or something like that, or a purple would look amazing.
Oh, purple, yeah.
I can see you in this with a light blue or a grey, or
just chuck it on over whatever you're wearing because you're getting a bit nippy.
It would work with a gradient as well, a subtle gradient. So I thought that was a nice one. I'll
love it.
Put the link for that one. Okay, right.
So she's used Rowan Cocoon. I love Cocoon. It's one of my favourite yarns.
Do you know, I have never tried it.
Oh, I love it, but it is quite costly, really.
That's probably why. So this is our friend Marcella Chang from the Knit Along, and she helps on Team Bundle as well very often. Lovely lady, and I just thought this was really pretty. I love this one.
Yeah.
She shows a lot of the knits, but doesn't she look great?
Yeah.
I thought this was better at showing how nice curves on the body, how the bodice with the upper part of the yoke, it's not overly patterned or anywhere that's going to be a problem for most body shapes.
Maybe that's what I need, is if I'm going to go for a yoke like that, maybe I need it a really dark colour.
I'm going to look at this, ladies, and I thought it was interesting that she'd gone with more of a crop look of tucking it into trousers.
Yeah.
Thought it was quite good. And I picked this one, just the colour.
Look at those flecks in that yarn. What's she used to make that?
This is Chili Knits Cuddly Sock, and the colourway is called Flowering Desert.
Perfect name for that. And
she seems to have put Nothing Else Matters Metallica. Maybe that's what she was listening to while she knitted.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just really, really like that. I've got more. Do you want me to carry on, peeps? I've got a list.
It'd be nice to see, like, if anybody's listening, to let us know which ones they like.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know Michelle was watching, but I don't know if Michelle's still there. Because Michelle likes to knit cardigans and tops. It'd be quite interesting to hear what her thoughts are.
And we've got some crochet now.
Oh,
I wanted to try and get some crochet because obviously, Yvonne's got some peppermint tea now. Are you still with us, Rita? A bit of crochet here. This one's a chevron lace cardigan. I'm gonna see if I can just zoom in a little bit. Will it let me show you some of the details? And I quite like the back on this one.
That's definitely a nice light and airy one for when you just need a little something, but you don't want to be too overly warm.
Well, and it's elegant enough that you could use it for evening wear.
Yeah, yeah.
And it would look just as nice just to sling on because you're going to the shops and it's a little bit cooler than it was earlier and you want to keep warm.
Or like me, when you go in the shops, you're all right until you get to the freezer section.
And this is a free pattern. She only goes up to a 48-inch bust, and it's not got a massive range of sizes, but for no money at all, it's
you can't complain, really, can you?
Absolutely brilliant. And when you look at the number of projects and the different yarns that people have used, like this girl where she's done it as a prop with
that looks lovely like that.
No sleeve and a little bolero, just really, really
over
cute.
The top of a summer dress, perfect.
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of a tea dress kind of thing going on.
Definitely.
Now I got this one. I don't generally do the boxy kind of sloppy stuff. The dressed in a bag. This, for me, is about right in terms of fit, but I can think of a lot of ladies who will make that bigger because they've got it in their heads that they're bigger, and I think she looks incredible in those.
Has it still got a bit of shaping as well, though? Looks like it, or is it just?
I think it's just the drape of the fabric.
Because I absolutely adore that.
There is a schematic. Oh, there's a touch of A-line shaping, but no actual waist shaping to speak of.
Right. Okay.
It's just the drape of the fabric.
I love that.
I love the stripes. Isn't that pretty?
Is that's not like doing that on its own? She's obviously used different colours, hasn't she?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's that Sincere Sheep Como Sport in Melancholia and Huldra. Can't tell you which is which, but I just thought that was really pretty and have a lot of fun.
Oh, look at that one.
And I thought this lady had really done a good job with the colour.
One.
No,
you could use one solid. Has she done one solid and then one variegated?
A self striper.
Yeah. Good.
Silk garden sock with a sort of taupey warm colour, and I just thought that was a really clever way to do the self stripey thing. And there's a lady here done green and brown combo.
Oh, that's nice. All right, so it's done in 4 pieces and then seamed.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, so not my usual thing at all, but the colours really spoke to me. Oh, Michelle says that Edie is her favourite and it's going to be her first buy.
Good choice, Michelle.
Oh, Rita says she's got that crochet one in her library. Oh, Michelle loves the crochet one as well. It's so cute, isn't it? Do you want me to have a quick scoot through these and see if we've got some more crochet ones?
Yeah, let's have some more crochet.
Right, so I'm going to stop sharing for a second and do a bit of a search.
I need more wine.
Do you?
I think Michelle's been looking for topsoil today. My husband got 4 bags of it on Click and Collect on Monday.
Really?
Yeah. I only used 3. Do you know my raised bed that I made?
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Yvonne's put some in her cart. Are we going to be officially labelled enablers now?
Oh, probably.
Oh, it's like the gal halfway through the year. What is it? It's Christmas in June, not Christmas in July. Will be now. Can you see any crochet ones?
Yeah, I've just opened a few, so I'm gonna go with right, who's her? Doris Chan? Anybody? I've got a few of her books. I love Doris Chan.
Oh wow, look at that.
How can you not love someone who models their own knitwear like that?
She looks like she's trying very hard not to laugh. She should just let it out.
When I see that photograph, it makes me think of, do you remember that series in the 70s, UFO?
No.
It was very sort of late 60s in terms of its styling. and the guy used to turn up in this gull wing car with the side doors that open upwards.
Right.
And the girls used to wear this shape of dress, and I just love this.
Do you know, I love her hair.
But love the grey, absolutely.
Grey.
So let's pick a couple of Malabrigo ones.
Oh, I like that one.
With quite a variegated yarn, I think it works really well, and you could have a lot of fun. And obviously, with the spirals, you can make it longer and bigger. And there's lots of information in her patterns about adjusting fit for you. So I absolutely love Doris Chan. Her patterns are amazing. All I would say is if you are a traditional crocheter, you do have to be aware, because she does this sort of extended crochet. So when you go in and you skip the yarn through and then you do your next pull through, you have a stitch that's maybe that tall. Hers are taller because she holds the hook higher above the work. So the stitch is extended. So unless you know, it's a little bit hard to match her row gauge.
Right, okay.
So you just have to be aware of that. But if you join her Ravelry group, there's loads of people to totally talk you through it. So I thought that would be a fun one. Let me get rid of Wendy because we're not looking at that. There's another crochet. This is the Canyonlands boho top. I am not saying that after gin or vodka. It's just not happening.
Yeah, that's
but very simple kind of shell.
I can imagine that somebody who's very proficient with a hook could whip that up in a few hours.
It would be super quick. It's not fine yarn. It's a DK yarn on a G and an H hook, which is 4mm and 5mm. It's Lion Brand Collection cotton bamboo, so it's going to have a reasonable amount of stretch and give to it. And I'll just show you that little detail on the shoulder.
I like that.
So it's just joined there with the sort of split shoulder. Just really pretty, very, very simple, and it's a free pattern.
Woo woo! We all love a free pattern.
Well, you know, it's a nice change, isn't it?
I do like that.
Oh, Rita's saying she likes the short sleeve version. Do you mean of the Doris Chan? Yeah, absolutely. So
I like the one, like Michelle. Michelle said she liked the shorter one. I liked it as well, with a pair of jeans.
Right, our next one is, honestly, you crochet designers, you need slapping with these names. Coatlicue.
What's that name? It must be different. It must mean something. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, look at that. How clever is that?
Really pretty mosaic crochet. Very simple sort of crop top. Nice, neat finishing with your a different contrast colour.
Is it difficult to work in two colours with the crochet?
It isn't. It's like anything else. You just need to get your practice. Yeah.
Cool.
I love this colour on this lady. I think it's fantastic.
I like that photo.
It looks amazing. Beautifully styled.
Love that.
That's another, I think it's another pom-pom knits. They have some of the best styling. I think some of this issue are a little bright in colours for me. I'll show you that yellow and grey. Is it a taupey colour? That just makes me want to cry.
That's very 1980s in the colour. Yellow.
A bit Benetton.
Yeah.
Dare I say?
Yeah.
But I thought there were some really beautiful patterns in this issue, and it is good to see some bright colour. And I thought this was fun, this little tote bag.
Oh, wow.
Can you all see that? Do you want the link to that? I know it's not.
Oh, that looks quite cool.
I know it's not technically a summer top, but it is summery and it would go with your top.
You could, well, if you're wearing a dress and you put your top inside the bag to just chuck on over your dress when you get a bit chilly, then, you know. It works.
Of course it does. So you know, it's all good. Right. So I'm now on to I've got tons more of these jobs. I know what's such a Shall we take a little bit of a break and have a look at some of the BIPOC, so Black and Indigenous people of colour, some designs from a really lovely collection that somebody's put together on Ravelry. Should we have?
Yeah, let's have a
because we did want to cover that tonight. Given the
state
the world is in, we thought we'd have something positive.
I'd like to know whether we should be saying BIPOC or BAME, or does it matter? I don't
know. But this lady, Chase Clark, has put together this list. She also links to Jeanette Sloan and her list of BIPOC craftspeople.
Okay.
And that's got links to tons of shops.
How cute is that little girl?
By type of shops. And she's gone through this list. So I'll start with page 1. So these are all from basically designers of colour, of whatever race, creed. But I just thought it was a really lovely collection, and I'm really liking the styling of all of these. I've been through about the first 10 pages.
Yeah.
But I've not seen anything that made me think, oh, that's an awful photograph. And I saw this particular cardigan and thought of you.
That is gorgeous.
Now it is crochet. So
yeah.
Rita, it's for you.
That is just gorgeous, isn't it? Can we see the back?
Right, yeah, I was just posting the link. That's all right. So I'll have a look at the back. Again, very, very pretty.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, and it's not going to be a hard pattern to follow. I just think that's really, really pretty. That's stitches. Do you want the link for that, peeps?
Definitely want the link for that.
I've put that one in already. So I'm going to go back. I thought that little...
I like the, I'm doing it again. I'm pointing. You can't see me pointing.
I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it?
No, it's still got the list.
I'll go to the individual thing and then go back.
Yay! I like that one.
I just thought that was really, really pretty. I loved the subtle colours. And
what's that one further down with the blue? There. Look at that.
I know. Gorgeous, isn't it?
Blue and coral. I mean, you can't beat it, really, can you?
The suggested yarn, Farmer's Daughter, Fibres Foxy Lady. I mean, how can you resist that name?
Gorgeous. Yeah, I like that.
My mouse is driving me utterly bananas.
Can you click on? Are you back on the list? There was one that I spotted that I'd like to.
Helen's asking about the swimsuits.
There is a swimsuit.
We'll quickly look at that. That's the Cozy, and it's Alesia 3-ply.
See, it's all right to sit around in. I wouldn't trust going in the swimming pool in it, personally.
No. I just think at my age, my boobage is a bit sagalicious for anything like this.
Unless you can really, really tie it up high at the back of your neck.
God, I'd have to wrap them round the back of me throat. But again, it's another Nomad Stitches. So I thought that was fun. Sorry, what was the other one that you were talking?
The one, go down, right, on this row, with the ... beanie at the beginning, but the other end, that t-shirt, I don't know how to say that word.
I mean, you're going to ask me to now, aren't you? Teotihuacan, I don't know.
I absolutely love
Teotihuacan, say that. But again,
look
at the mosaic crochet, the stunning colours, and how lovely those cool colours look on her. that sort of chartreuse, which is the cooler end of the greeny, yellowy colours.
Yeah.
And I like that pink on her as well.
She's matched that pink from the jumper to the skirt really well, hasn't she?
Yeah, it does work well.
I love that. Absolutely love that.
Jake's here.
Oh, hi, Jake.
He says hi.
That definitely makes me want to get better at my crochet.
Yeah, so I've put the link in for that one.
Cool. She's got a few summery tops as well.
Yeah, there's quite a few in here. I thought this candy floss top was...
I mean, maybe it's just me, but I think crochet really does lend itself to summer tops.
It does. Now, the cardigan that you have in your cart is the same designer.
Ah, yeah, look.
And look at that kind of carnation-y, corally colour.
Do you know, that would go together.
And beautifully skims her curves without being too tight or anything else. Very simple.
You could wear those together.
Easy to adapt. So we've got a lady here who's lovely and slim, but a bit heavier on the chest. But again, it works well.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a stripy one.
Yeah, I think it would be fun actually. That's used Lion Brand Mandala Baby in the colour Echo Caves.
So that's a self-striping yarn then?
Yeah.
One of those big cakes like my one that I got, do you think?
And I really like this lady's project. I love her in this orange.
Oh, look at that smile. She's loving it.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. So I'll go back to the pattern. And do you want the link for that, Pete?
Yeah, definitely. Because I could see that going with the cardigan.
Yeah. Just making sure I'm not missing any comments or questions. So I'll take us back to the long way around, back to our bundle. You see it's the same lady again with this shawl.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just got a tiny few rows of the coral colour in just to link it. And I think that together works really well just to bring those colours in.
It's beautiful.
Lots of very interesting colour work, beautifully styled shawls. So let's see if we can get to page 3 without my laptop having a total hissy.
Page 3? Are we allowed a page 3 these days? I thought that was banned.
Well, they're all coloured up. Well, have a look at this one. It's a swan show.
What's a swan show?
It's a poncho with sleeves.
Wow.
So it's a sweater with draggy underarms. You know, like you get these stupid man pants with the crotch that's at the knee.
Oh, poo catcher.
Sort of the jumper equivalent of that. And I would get this underarmy bit tangled on the door handles in every room in my house.
We call those trousers poo catchers. So what could we call the jumper?
I'm not sure.
Sweat catchers.
Don't know. But it's a very popular style. And I love the colours that she's chosen.
I do absolutely love the patterning on that.
Yeah, I just think it's really, really pretty. A great yarn choice.
And with the different colours on the arms, it's almost as if she's layered 2 different garments. Do you know what I mean? It looks like she's wearing a grey jumper and she's put that over the top.
Yeah, it's exceptionally clever. Very nicely done.
I like, go back up in the tweeds. There, in the tweeds. Can you see it? No, go up. There, in the tweeds. She's got the sunglasses on.
Okay, yeah. So same designer again. They're obviously grouped in by designer. She's just gone through.
I really like that.
And I think that's really pretty. Very, very simple. Minimal finishing on the neck with the rolled sort of border. And again for the cuffs, nice ribbing at the bottom.
That would look perfect with cargo pants.
And the different textured patterns in the different parts of the sweater I thought was exceptionally clever. Whether it's summer or not is a completely moot point, but I think in terms of design, it's very, very pretty. So I'll put the link in for that one.
I think it's summer evening.
Yeah.
Kind of top, because you wouldn't want to wear that in the middle of winter when it's freezing cold. It wouldn't be warm enough, I don't personally think.
Okay, so how about the Maya tea? Do you want to have a look at that one?
Yeah.
Very bright. Françoise Danoy.
Yeah, I've heard of her. I know her. But I don't actually know her. You know, it's not like she's
of her. I wrote it, yeah.
Yeah.
I like the textured lace, and I like the use of colour and the mitering that's going on with that.
That chevron kind of pattern is very slimming. Gives you a nice waistline, doesn't it?
It does, and it's very good for lumps and bumps.
Yes.
So again, I quite like that. Do you want the link to that one?
Yeah. I think she's based in New Zealand, isn't she?
Possibly. She does the occasional Facebook Live and Zoom calls and things like that, and I've been on the odd one.
Yeah.
She does a lot of teaching, I think.
Okay.
Just looking for tops more than anything else. I think that cardigan is an interesting one for the this is Afifa Saeed.
Got a bit of a peplum thing going on at the bottom, hasn't it?
Yeah, a little bit more in terms of ruffling or additional stitches. The drop shoulder, the pretty lace on the sleeves and the back. I mean that it's almost like
look at that.
It's beautiful with the little pickety cast on or cast off. I don't know whether this is top down or not, but I thought that was really pretty, and it's a fingering weight yarn, so it would be light enough to work well for a summer evening.
Yeah.
Oh, we think Yvonne thinks that Françoise Danoy is Maori heritage,
which is New Zealand, isn't it?
Yeah. So
yeah,
that's interesting. Summertime towels. Do you want to look at that?
Yeah.
Okay. Any week now when the laptop catches up. So this is crochet, sleeveless top.
I love that.
An interesting flecked yarn for that one.
Yeah, look at the colour in that.
And the texturing that it gives it as well. I think that's really, really pretty.
Cotton.
Very, very simple. Probably really nice. Oh, Yvonne is absolutely lusting over the purple cardigan.
No, I was thinking Yvonne in the purple.
That would be you, Yvonne. And a little bit me as well. Probably slightly less detail to it.
Oh, I like that Sarai.
Ah, yeah. Now this is Niddy, who's part of Team Bundle.
All right. How have I never
it's not, sorry, it's not Niddy, it's Vanessa. Oh. Sorry. Yeah. What am I thinking?
Right.
Yeah, she was in the gift along, and I'll tell you, I think Alison knitted this, and I'm pretty sure that Nina made this. Nina Micklin-Dayton.
So I thought when I first saw it, I thought it was like a proper, like a top thing, but it's not, is it?
No, it's a beautiful shawl, and she's made samples in a variety of colours. Look at that rusty.
Oh, look at that
colour and how rich that is.
I actually thought that was a top, the way that she had it draped across there. I thought she'd done it in a black and gold type colour or something.
Who's in my friends? Their daughters made this. I am sure that Nina made this one. Always working on it, but anyway, it was really popular in the gift along, and I can absolutely see why. Put the link in for that one.
Very clever.
Oh, Yvonne's saying the cardigan's very limited in sizes and what she needs. Yeah, I often find that with designers who are on the slim side, that they don't necessarily always think about the bigger sizes. I really like this chicane.
Oh, I like that.
Probably not a shape that I would wear, but I just think that she looks amazing in it, and I really like Jimmy Knits. Jimmy Knits.
Oh yeah, I've got some of her things in my kind of favourites. Look at that. That is just gorgeous.
I just think so pretty. Great use of colour and the
think
posing
that
and stuff.
definitely is in my favourites.
Yeah, really, really lovely.
That colour. I think that colour would look good on me. It probably wouldn't, but
I don't care. If you like it, it's fine.
Look at that one that's got like a fake t-shirt hanging down the bottom of it.
Yeah, Byline, that one's called. Again, it's Jimmy Knit.
It looks like a granddad top with a t-shirt hanging underneath, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think what would have been really cool is underneath that last stripe, if you'd done some ribbing and then picked up.
Yes.
And then worked down.
Yes.
And that would have just been perfection. But having said that, I think that's really lovely. And from across the room, it does look like a layered knit.
It does.
It's double knit. She's used Cascade Superwash, recommending voluptuous DK and Skein Queen. So I think there's a lot of potential with that one to have fun with it. And particularly, I'd be desperate to have a go with some cotton acrylics where you know you've got a bit of give in the yarn and it won't be too heavy. It would be fun for summer. June Lake, I think, is a nice one. The green appeals to me. I don't do sleeveless, as you know. Again, really simple. I don't know if anybody wants the link to that one.
Can we have a squidging on it?
Yeah, it's just very, very simple, unfinished raw edges, but a great use of a variegated.
Oh, I love it.
And the slip stitch pattern on the hem. Just very, very pretty.
That is gorgeous. I think I would wear that.
Right, I'm going to get the link and paste that one. Okay.
I think that would look good on me.
Right, I'm going to go back to my selection. Now, I'm going to go to this one because this is shown on quite a sizable lady. And I just think it's really important to see different body shapes.
I like that second picture. You have got to look on that second picture. Look at her smile.
Isn't
look at that smile. And look at her silvers. They're beautiful.
But what I like about this design is look how the shoulder fits. The shoulder fits her.
Yeah.
And the fit of the cardigan fits her lower body and skims it nicely.
Yeah.
But shoulder where it needs to fit so that she isn't forever faffing about and pulling it back on.
Yeah.
Messing and fiddling with it while she's wearing it. That is perfection. And I love that they've got this plus size lady as sort of the first model that you see.
Absolutely.
Just real class. So I'll put the link in for that one. I've literally got hundreds of these, guys. So tell me to shut up when you're fed up.
What time am I allowed to go to bed?
I don't know. I like this one. This is crochet. Are you there, Rita?
Oh.
Very simple vest, sort of faded denim-y wash. Really easy to style. I love that. She's used Better Knit blue jeans and Lily Sugar Cream solids, and denim is another suggested yarn. I mean, that is a super simple thing to make.
And it just jazzes up any outfit then, doesn't it?
Well, it'd be really lovely. And if you had a yarn with a bit of glitz, it would be nice for evening.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know, and not just casual. I quite like that poncho. Well, I love the fact that she's got rainbow colours. just
Yeah,
mandala, really affordable yarn.
I don't know what it is about those colours, those rainbow colours. They make me want to go on holiday.
I mean, somebody's just done one there in a really basic grey. But how practical does that look in terms of something you could wear every day?
Stick it on over the top and off you go.
Yeah, do we want the link for that one?
Yeah, we do. We want all the links. Linky, linky, linky.
Well, when we finish, I will put the link in to the bundle.
Cool.
So that you can go and have a look at all of these. And then if you go into my favourites on my profile and just search for summer, you'll see pretty much everything that I've pulled up tonight.
Cool.
That I thought was quite interesting. It's a little bit heavier than I would wear.
It's nice though.
It's a lovely stitch pattern.
I like that neck.
And the V-neck, very, very flattering. Very, very flattering. And I like that it skims her curves quite nicely. I feel like the beige one that's underneath it is a touch on the loose side for me. I prefer the fitted.
Could have gone down a size on that one.
Yeah, but again, I suppose it's horses for courses. It's not. I prefer a more fitted look, and I think Yvonne would.
I just feel that a fitted look is a little bit more slimming than a baggy look, but it's like you say, it's what you're comfortable in. I like that as if one.
Oh yeah, I think that's quite a clever design.
Is that mohair on the top?
She's used a single yarn up above the boobage and for the shoulders, and then double stranded across the rest. And when you see it, the different colours that people.
Oh wow!
And I think this one against that yellow wall, that's just.
I actually would like to have a go at that. I think.
And a lady with a much larger size, but a flattering length in terms of where it finishes on her body to skim her curves nicely, and then a more cropped look. And I love these colours on this lady.
Yeah,
she's soft muted autumn. And I think the colours on her are fantastic. Me personally, I'd have gone a couple of inches longer in the body, but I think the colours on her, she's just gorgeous.
I think sometimes when you're slightly bigger, if you go for a crop top, it gives you a waistline and it can be quite slimming.
Yeah, and that's what I like about this one. So this is.
I love that one. Definitely the link for that one.
Shay Johnson. That one.
I mean, that's about 20 patterns I'm buying at least tonight. This is
Gal. Michelle is saying the lady in the Roxy poncho of rainbow colours makes her think of holidays in the Caribbean.
Yeah, that's what I said. It made me want to go on holiday.
Yeah. Now the mermaid top and the crop top are the same lady as your cardigan.
Oh yeah.
That's her again. And again, I really like the fit that she's gone with these, where they're sort of there's no oversize. They fit nicely on the shoulders. It's just a simple old shale feather and fan kind of.
I love that.
But very easy for a beginner to get a really achievable and beautiful top. And if we look at this one, a bit of crochet, as my Portuguese friends often call it. So a bit of crochet going on there.
That really makes me want to get better at crochet.
And that colour makes me think macrame.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that what they used to make the bags out of?
Yeah, and owls to hang on your wall and stuff like that. It's a big thing in the 70s, wasn't it?
Some beading on it.
Yeah, I think this is pretty. I think this might be Jimenez again. Yeah, Jimmy Knits.
Yeah, I love that.
The dolman going on. Looks like it's knit sideways.
I was going to
say
at
that stitch detail.
That looks like it will be the same construction as. Do you remember the yellow jumper I made for my mum a couple of years back in the Gal? Crystal.
Yes. Yeah.
That's going to be the same construction. So you'll go across and do that bit, and then you'll come down and do the body.
Yeah, I think so. So I'll paste the link for that one. I just think it's really cute.
I would have a go at that one for definite.
I thought that was pretty. The lemonade top. I don't do anything where my bra is showing, but with a lovely cami underneath it.
I really love that. See, now
over a swimsuit.
Look at the front. It's perfect for me. I wear vest tops underneath everything. So I wouldn't do that tie up at the front. I'd wear it like she's got in that other picture. Is it the second picture?
Yeah, where she's laid.
Yeah, I would wear it like that with a pair of cargo pants in the summer. Oh, do you reckon that's difficult to do? I'd like to have a go at that.
No, it doesn't look hard.
I'm not very good at crochet, remember?
Yeah, well, it's the best way to learn. I quite like the Rebel cami. Does anybody want to have a look at that?
Yeah.
Anybody but Emma?
Sorry, I want to look at everything.
No, obviously, I'm only teasing you. But again, crochet, very nice sort of bobbly, textury thing. I like the grey on her. So very pretty.
I absolutely love that. It would do nothing for me and would look horrendous on me because of it being a halter neck, and I'm too big up top, and it would just it's not a good look for me. But on her with those shorts, gorgeous.
Yeah, you can go off people, can't you?
I know, it's not fair. I'm writing that one down.
I'm going to click on this one. It's called the My Favourite Jeans Top.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Natalie at Detroit Knits. Now, one of the other patterns that we looked at earlier, where a lady had made it in a bright orange, it's her, and she'd done a test knit for somebody else.
Look at these colours.
And I think that's interesting to see how it looks in the more muted.
In the blues. Yeah. Now there you go. Now you're talking.
See, I'd wear that. And I love probably wear that.
Yeah.
But I love the blue, but I'd look like crap in it.
I would wear all three of those colourways. Love them.
So I'll put the link for that. I hope you're paying attention, Rita. There's a lot of crochet coming your way. Get your credit
again. She's going to be skint for the rest of her life.
I know.
She's going to say, I'm not watching you anymore. You caused me to spend all my money.
I quite liked this one.
Oh, I love that.
It just makes me think of holidays.
Oh, I love it. That's like a coatigan, like a summer coatigan.
Yeah, really, really nice.
Do you know when you go nipping down to Asda and you just want to put something on over your shoulders? Oh.
I wanted to go with this one, and the thing that this is Norma Nalova again. Sorry, Norma, I probably massacred that name, but I love her in that colour.
Yeah,
that is beautiful, and the patterning on the yoke and the delicate colour and the way it skims those curves, it's flattering on a, you know, without being rude, a larger upper arm, a muscular arm like mine, where she needs it to tuck in nicely under the bust and sort of A-line out.
I like the first picture best with that smile. She's just so happy. Look at that.
Yeah,
gorgeous.
Absolutely fabulous. So yeah. Rita says her queue's growing and so is Yvonne's. That's what we like to see, ladies. I apologise to your PayPal accounts. It's all Emma's fault.
It's not my fault. It's Michelle. I'm going to blame Michelle.
Yeah, Michelle suggested it to me to suggest to Emma.
Yeah, it's definitely Michelle's fault. I'm going to make her run really fast on Saturday to make up for it. I love that. Is that knitted?
It's knitted. It's a bit of brioche.
Oh, wow, look at that.
And I love the asymmetric split collar. It's one of those sort of almost swan show things where the underarm is a little bit low.
Look at that.
But
look, go back. Go back. Look at that row there with the no, you there with the green chevrony things. Look at that row.
I know. And don't you love it? It's got pockets.
Yeah.
It is.
But what I especially love, it's got pockets, but you don't really see that they're not adding any bulk
or
Yeah. Oh, I love them.
Yvonne says that Nandi is on her wish list, and Rita's saying she needs to learn to knit now for that one.
See, Rita's the opposite of me. Rita's wishing that she could knit, and I'm wishing I could crochet.
Anything here you want to have a look at, Leslie T? Thermal sounds a bit warm.
Yeah,
honeybee cardigan.
No, we'll have to. Yeah, we'll have the honeybee cardigan. Yeah,
I think because it's a crop.
Yeah, and it's got a short sleeve, and you could just have it open. Again, I say it all the time, but if you were wearing your nice little summer dress and there's a big cloud comes across, you just whip that over your shoulders.
Suppose a few people made it longer. Haven't all made a crop.
That lace detail.
Look at the detail in that.
Look at that arm.
Wow.
It's
beautiful. So that's Honeybee by Laura Chow.
She's in Canada, I think.
Oh, Yvonne says the blue Leslie T that we just looked at briefly is what she's actually making.
Oh, wow.
That is a beauty. I take it you're not making yours in blue though, Yvonne. I'm guessing purple, black, grey, cool red.
Are you trying to say something?
She knows what colours look really good on her.
Is it like you when you always say you saw the blue and you thought of me?
Kinda.
I can't help myself. Blues and browns. It's just, you know.
Bellevue cardigan. I've actually made this.
Oh wow!
Shrink it in the wash. Super easy. Little bit of lace
on
the bottom of the body and a touch on the bottom of the sleeve.
She's been listening to me. She's popped it over the top of a nice little summer dress.
Yeah, that's a cutie. Do you want the link for that one, or are you okay? Because there's another one for Laura.
All the links. All the links.
Yeah. How long are we going on with this? Because I might have to get a slurp of tea.
Well, I was thinking we were going till 8:30, and then I was hoping to be able to go to sleep. I've had to be taking some antihistamines this week, which are making me very drowsy.
Oh, Yvonne says she ordered a gradient with purple and aqua. See?
I need to see that.
But I think we've given you a little bit of flavour about some of the variety that's out there.
Do you know what I've really enjoyed looking at? All the crochet, to be honest, because I think crochet gets a bit of a bad press.
Yes.
And actually, there was so much there that really makes me want to go and get my crochet hooks out and genuinely take a decent amount of time to try and get my head around it.
Now, I'm going to highlight this one. It's not something I would probably wear. It's a bit distressed for me.
I do love those sleeves, though.
It's beautiful, and the colour that she's chosen is gorgeous.
Can we have a look at that little sleeve detail photo? Is it the third one? That one. That's it.
Look at that. Look at that ring. I want that ring.
Yeah.
But that sort of coppery colour is just stunning. It's absolutely.
Isn't it funny how you know when they love something? You can just see it in their eyes when they're wearing it, can't you?
Well, the thing is, she's used 2 colours.
Really?
2 or 3 skeins each of caramel and violet. And you can see it here where there's the 2 together. But it gives that kind of rose burnished gold.
Rose gold, yeah.
And I just completely love that. And I'm really tempted to actually have a go with it.
I think I would wear that.
I might be adding it to cart for later.
Go on, get it in there.
Have a thinky woo about that one. I'm not going to look at shawls and stuff. I think this is a good one because there's different lengths, and it's a basic feather and fan.
I love a feather and fan.
But the little cropped one with the pleated skirt, I would wear that with an Empire line.
Yeah. Do you know what? Those skirts have been in fashion for about 1 or 2 years now. You see them in the shops. And I always look at that. There was one that I saw and I thought, oh, that is gorgeous and I love it. And I just didn't know what to put with it on top. Now I know what to put with it on top.
See, my hips are too broad for pleaty skirts. I would look like ginormous.
Right. My absolute favourite picture. Click on the second picture.
Hang on. Yeah.
Right. That with the navy trousers.
Yeah. That's how I'd wear it.
How gorgeous is that?
Yeah.
It reminds me of, you know, like late 1940s kind of style.
And I love that she's saying any cotton DK weight or cotton blend DK weight yarn will do.
I love it.
Lots of notes about sizing
and how to do this
and how to get the fit that you want, which I really like. She's given it a lot of thought.
Love it. Oh, do you know, you've definitely made me spend loads of money tonight, Mrs.
It was Michelle. I thought we'd agreed that all
sorry,
of this
it was Michelle's fault. And also, I've just seen Michelle's put a little note in Messenger saying that she'd lost her internet or something. So I don't think she's listening to us right this moment. I think she's lost us, so that we can definitely blame her.
Yeah, this is all Michelle's fault.
Yeah. It was Michelle's idea.
We've got a couple of nice crochet pieces or something fun to finish up with. So bear with me while I'll scroll through. But I just thought this was really good. It's an excellent bundle, and the way that she's put it all together, I cannot claim.
Yeah, can we have a link to the bundle? That would be really good.
Yeah, I'll put the link to the bundle, and I've scheduled it for a post for later. Oh, now then, here's someone we know.
Oh, love that. Now look at that smile.
Speaking of colour,
yes,
that cool, strong red.
Yeah, it's
on Rani, because I think she's a winter because she's got very bright eyes.
It's almost a burnt colour, not quite, isn't it? You know, like a burnt paprika or something.
When you see it there, it's a stronger red.
Right.
It's just the lighting on that particular one. But she knows her body shape. There's no waist shaping on this. She's relying on the beautiful stretch of the lace and the yarn to skim her curves. And
I just think that is so flattering on her.
It's really lovely.
Perfect length.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like that one. She's got a few nice ones, actually.
But she knows what suits her in terms of colours, and I think that makes a big difference. So.
Yeah, I do like that one. Oh, I like that one. Breeze sleeveless airy top.
That looks like a knit.
That looks like the kind of thing I would wear.
Irene Lynn. It's a drop stitch pattern.
I love that.
At the bottom, so not huge amounts of knitting. Eyelet detail around the neckline. The border around the side is garter stitch, knitted as you go. So there's no borders to do later. And yeah, you've got the little faffy tie thing to do, but you don't have to have it.
No.
I just think that's really lovely. I would pick up around the armpit and do an elbow length sleeve.
Yeah.
To cover my muscles, because I don't want to make people jealous.
I mean,
again, different ways to wear it where she's beautifully slim and she's wearing a bigger size. So, you know.
What do you think? Do you think I could get away with that one?
Yeah. It's double knit. She's getting 24 stitches and 32 rows with a 3.5. I think I'd be making a smaller size with a 4mm needle.
What fabric? So that cotton again, is it?
It's cotton, linen, silk, and rayon. I would use drop spell.
Right. Okay. That is gorgeous. That might accidentally get in my cart as well. That one. You know, because
link that one. Okay, we've got time for a few more. I am not going to waste it on a pineapple purse. I don't care how many people ask.
Please, I want to see the pineapple purse.
No. Oh. No, you're not having ice cream either.
I want to have the Chinese New Year dog.
No. It's not a top.
Okay.
I suppose we could go with the fringed kimono.
I think he's asking for a kimono.
I think that's very pretty. Again, I wouldn't wear this because it's a bit sacky for me. I like the drape, but I don't know that it's necessarily the best thing for a larger person. I want to see a larger person in this.
Yeah. Oh, look at that black and yellow one.
Yeah, I mean, she's not a big lady, but she's got.
Oh my God, look at that
going on at least. But the dipped gradient, I think, works very well.
I love that.
Look at that smile.
See, she loves that top.
Yeah, and I think that works really well on her. So she might have convinced me on that one.
I might have to get Caitlin one of those. Oh, I don't know what colour she'd like. She likes purple.
So do you want the linky?
Yeah. Linky. Give me all your linkies.
Oh, and I quite like this one, but because, well, partly because it's free. It's free, but you could do different lengths. I like, again, it's the same lady. She's styled it differently for each one. She's used different types of yarn.
She's got left.
Yeah. And I think that's lovely, that sort of kettle down effect.
Oh, excuse me.
I just think it's very simple. And for someone sort of starting knitting, that's a very achievable first lacy top. It's double knit, it's a bamboo yarn. It's 20 stitches, 22 rows, needles. So, you know, it's going to be fast.
Oh my goodness me.
Was it something we said? Do you want me to pass you my nasal spray?
I don't know what's going on, and I feel like I'm not finished either. So if I keep going, I'm sorry.
I'm trying to find a bit more crochet, so forgive me if I sort of through.
Excuse me.
But I'll give you the link to all these, and obviously it's a really good resource. It would be great if we can all be sharing the bundle and Jeanette's list, and you know, just all helping one another. Oh, is that crochet? Yes.
Oh, I like that one.
Oh, there we are. I think that's really nice. I love that colour on her. Absolutely beautiful with this. Look at that lipstick.
Excuse me, sorry. Yeah, that is gorgeous.
I just think it's beautiful. It's really, really simple. There's no fancy shaping for the body or anything else. It's a 5-ply cotton acrylic. So it's a light yarn. It's really affordable.
Perfect for warmer days, that one, definitely.
I'll put the linky. I'm not seeing a way to purchase that one. Oh, it's available free, presumably on a blog.
Oh, right, okay.
And there's about 16 projects, it says, so that's quite good. Nice bit of rainbow going on there.
Yeah, that one's nice. Moving summer top.
Yeah. You knew I'd want that colour, didn't you?
I love that.
Isn't that beautiful? It's really, really simple lace, and then a lovely chevron with a little bit of faux cabling at the bottom. Very pretty, and that mustardy colour with that dusty bluey green.
See, that's mine.
Very, very nicely styled.
Yeah. Oh, she's in Paris. How rude.
And look at that with the sort of neutral beige taupey colour with the rusty coloured trousers. Again, that looks like a really great wardrobe staple. It's Irene Lynn. It's got the same sort of shoulder shaping that we've seen on a couple of other pieces by Bristol Ivy. You see where it's got that angled bit. Construction in the round, seamless top down. So when you're done, you're done. 48 projects. Oh, and again on a couple of slightly larger than her ladies. And again, I think very flattering.
Yeah.
In the way that it skims the body.
It's gorgeous.
And I think you could play around with the length depending on how you want that fit, because she's made that slightly longer because she's got a longer torso. Have I put the link in for that one? No. Are you finished?
No, I don't think I am. I think I'm going to start up again at any minute.
Right, well, I'm going to do last one for tonight and then I'll put these links in. So we finished with Jimmy Joseph, or do you want me to look for a little bit more crochet? Oh, this is something called the Razzle Summer Poncho.
Oh, wow.
And she's calling herself, it's Noma Nudlova again, and Bigger Than Life Knits. I mean, how can you not love that name?
I love it.
Very simple shaping. So it is knit, and the garter borders are knit with the body.
Oh, I like that.
Goes up to 5XL.
That is gorgeous.
Coupon. Oh, right, the coupon was last year, so obviously not updated. That's fine.
It's one of those things I forget to. I don't put stuff like that in my bio because I definitely in the description, because my brain is never with it. I would definitely forget to change it.
Right, I think we might actually be on the last page.
Woo woo! How did we manage that?
I don't know. Well, that's a cute little cardigan.
Oh,
I like the cabling. And that would act instead of having any waist shaping for anybody with an hourglass figure. For anybody who needs a bit more coverage, I think it needs more girth around the lower body, to wear it open like that and to wear it styled like that.
There's a bit of a trend, isn't there, for having it that you physically can't close it because it's not big enough.
Yeah, okay, so I'm going to go back to page 1 and then I'm going to post the link. So this is all of those BIPOC designers. And on the first page there is the link to Jeanette Sloan's website. And here's the list that starts with all of these crafters. So she goes through knitwear designers. I think she has a section of, there's pages upon pages of all different kind of crafts, indie yarn dyers, crochet designers. It's just an amazing resource. So probably what we'll do for maybe Sunday, if you fancy, is do a little crochet feature.
Okay.
So I'll stop sharing now. So sorry you get me back now. What I should have done is changed into sort of bunny ears and
yeah, and then you'd come back on the screen and
put my nighttime face mask on, and you know, my green face mask on.
Back in my room now. You got the weird single light in front of me.
And this is where I'm at with my wee cardigan.
Oh wow! So you've got the front going.
Yeah, so it's these. I'm working on the back section now, and this is the smallest preemie size, so it's going to be about a 14-inch finished chest. So how tiny is that?
That is tiny. It's much smaller than mine. Mine, I've got to the I've done just the beginning bit, and I've got to the bit where I've got to separate now my back and my fronts off. So anything else, but mine's not as interesting as yours. Mine's just plain stocking.
Do you want to see one last Doris Chan?
Come on, one last one. And then I've got to go to the little girl's room.
It's a bell sleeve pullover.
Wow.
Now, I would be stuck on every door handle.
Yeah.
Every person I walked past, every drawer I tried to open.
That is not an everyday wear, that. Not if you.
I would be wrapped around it, but for someone who's more of a dramatic personality, isn't that just amazing?
I could wear that every day if I didn't have that bit on the end. Do you know, like where it changes on the sleeve?
Yeah, where it bells.
There, then I could wear that, because like I've said before, I've even got a vest on underneath this. I like a vest top, so I'd be quite happy to wear that over the top of a vest top just to kind of jazz it up a little bit, you know.
And there's another one of Doris's called the Sambuca jacket, which is sort of,
just for the name, haven't you?
Well, I'll quickly show you it then. But absolutely the last one, because Emma will need a big horse pee.
Because I have been taking my medicine daily, I'm afraid.
So you'll see on this page, it's looking sort of croppy, but people have done longer.
Oh wow, that one's huge.
Yeah, that's her third Sambuca.
So obviously it's a good pattern if she's done it 3 times.
Doris's patterns do tend to be pretty good. I'll show you this slightly greeny one here. But isn't that pretty for summer over a little matching t-shirt? Doesn't that look lovely? And when you see the close up,
she must like green.
Yeah. So I love Doris's, and I've got this book.
You've got that one, Amazing Crochet Lace.
Yeah.
Love it.
I mean, a lot of it is very impractical. There's stuff I would never make and never wear in here. The far point topper, it makes me uncomfortable just to look at it, and yet people look amazing in it. And I think the dress, if I had a figure like Twiggy,
yeah, I think you have to be quite young to pull that one off, I'm afraid.
Yeah, but I think for stuff like this one pattern, it was absolutely worth having.
Yeah.
So
it's lovely.
I'll copy that and paste the link in.
Cool.
And then that's it for us tonight. I hope you've enjoyed this little wander through some of the incredible and talented BIPOC designers.
Can I change that? We didn't have a wander through. You dragged us down a rabbit hole.
Oh, that's a really heinous accusation. I think that would enable anything, and I promise none of them were affiliate links.
You have just increased my flipping cart by about 10-fold, Mrs.
Just don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure you're just imagining it. It's all in your own mind. So, but hopefully you've enjoyed that, and there's something to tickle your fancy or give you some ideas or inspiration for your own work, or there's a designer there that you might like to help promote them and their designs, particularly from the BIPOC Ravelry bundle.
I mean, as a designer, even if you can't afford to buy my pattern, even if you just literally shared it somewhere, that would mean so much to every single one that you ever manage. If you shared one like a month or something, it would mean so much to each individual. It really would.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, one of the things I'm going to put on my blog this week are the links to that bundle, the links to Jeanette's various categories of BIPOC makers. So that, because they're keeping those up to date, I don't really need to worry about it. That resource is there. And then I think what I'm going to do is when I do my weekly blog, which I'm going to do, honest, I will. I will, honest. But when I do that, as well as talking about my own stuff and what I'm thinking and what I've been up to that week, I think I'm going to feature a pattern from there every week from now on. It's a really small thing to do, but it will help someone. And do you know, I've made the most amazing friends through Ravelry, and just by us having a chat last week about Alicia Plummer's patterns, and to have her get in touch and add me as a friend and put I mean, you saw the message, it was absolutely beautiful, and she absolutely howled laughing at how we were talking about her boobage, and we've made her week.
So
you know, to know that somebody out there who's a fellow designer really likes their work, enjoys knitting their patterns, and is happy to talk about it, because this isn't a competition. We're in this together.
We're all in this together. See, I knew I'd get to sing at some point tonight.
Yeah, I think Georgie's got a free sweater pattern out at the moment, Georgie Locatelli. Or should I say Hohi? I don't know. Latin American. I haven't got a Scooby. Anyway, Georgie got a free sweater out at the moment, and I think it just says all together. It's a grey with a pink sort of mottled. It's a beautiful collection of yarns that she's used. And that's just something she's done for lockdown. So go and have a look at that as well.
It's nice to look at things, actually. I mean, I'd like to maybe one week look at men's knits or baby knits or something, or if anybody watching has got anything that they'd like us to have a look at.
Well, should we do one on men's knits next Thursday? And then should we follow up at some point, if anybody's interested, talking about adapting patterns for men's knits to fit women?
Oh,
and what areas of the sweater you need to change and why, depending on.
You know what? I think that's definitely one for you, because I'm not very good at adapting. Like, you will get a pattern and you're quite happy to put some waist shaping in. I'm less confident to do things like that. So yeah, that would be quite nice to hear the expert.
Yeah, well, if I can find one, I'll get them to do it. But if not, I'll chat about it.
Cool.
I'm more of a spurt than an expert.
My dad always says that. He says an expert. He said no, because an X is a has-been and a spurt is just a gush of water.
Which is what you're need to go and do very shortly.
Yeah.
Well, thanks everyone for tonight. It's been really great fun. I hope you've enjoyed some of the things we've looked at. I know Emma and I have really enjoyed looking at all of these, and we're probably off now to go and spend an absolute fortune. Jake doesn't know, but he's going on eBay later. I'm going to sell him to fund it. So
excellent, brilliant.
He says, "Ha ha ha."
What can I sell?
Oh, and Rita says that the along is official because Emma sang.
We're all in this together.
Absolutely are. So we'll see you. It's Sunday we're back on, isn't it?
So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. Yeah.
So maybe if anybody's bought any of these patterns or found some new favourites that they'd like to share, maybe we'll do that on Sunday. And then next Thursday, men's knits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So bye for now.